Hi, I'm Betsy Sarcone with the Betsy Sarcone Real Estate Team at Keller Williams, Greater Des Moines. I'm here today with Amy Schaefer, our lead buyer specialist, and today we're talking with you about something that applies to both buyers and sellers. We are calling this website warnings. So Amy,
Yes.
let's talk about this. So when we're talking with both buyers and sellers, what's one of the first questions that we ask?
We ask how they've been finding their home, how they've been finding homes so far.
Yep. So for buyers, we're definitely asking them how they're finding the homes. For sellers, I'm consistently asking people, where they're getting their information. A lot of times, home sellers as well are doing their own research before they come to the experts. So what are the common responses that we hear?
A lot of people, of course, are starting online. Like 90% of people start any search, especially buyers, online today, which isn't uncommon. And then they usually throw out a few websites like Zillow or Trulia. Those are probably the two most popular ones.
Okay, so we do send out our information to hundreds of websites, right, when we list a house?
When we list a house, and this is probably true with a lot of listings out there, they go to about 300 websites.
Right. So if we're sending our information out to 300 websites, what's wrong with going to all these different places to find your information?
Well, it's a great marketing tool, obviously, for sellers. It gives them maximum exposure. Yet I think what buyers have a tendency to do is they're looking at all these websites, thinking they're going to find something different or a different house listed on a different website that maybe they haven't seen before. And really what happens with those websites sometimes is it kind of becomes like the game of telephone you played in kindergarten, where you whisper something in someone's ear and it trickles down, and by the time you get around the circle, it's a totally different sentence. And that's often what happens with these websites. The information gets diluted, and then websites like Zillow become wildly inaccurate. They become highly unreliable.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wildly inaccurate and highly unreliable.
That's my warning.
Okay, perfect. So what is another reason when you're, from a buyer standpoint, what is another reason? So they can be unreliable on the information. What about timeliness of information?
So that's another great point, is there's a lot of times that in our market, things have sold really quickly. So we've put a home on the market and we've actually sold it before it's even gotten to Zillow. So if a buyer is really relying on a site even further down in the trickle process than Zillow for their information, there's a really good chance that that home is selling before they even know about it.
Perfect. Okay, great. Any other tips?
I guess one other tip, is, especially about Zillow, is a couple different things. One, there is a Zestimate on there, and whether you're a buyer or a seller, again, wildly inaccurate. I assume they use unicorns to come up with those numbers because there's really no other logic on where the numbers come from. So I assume they have some sort of algorithm, yet we don't know the formula. And what we do is based on current market activity, which is your most successful source for pricing. So that's one thing that can be kind of crazy. A second thing that's crazy on there is they're doing a lot of what I would call phantom listings. So for example, they'll put something on there as a pre-foreclosure and act like it's for sale, but really it's only an indication that maybe a seller's missed a house payment or something. No big deal. They're probably going to get it back on track. It's not really for sale.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So let's talk about where people should go, buyers and sellers. Obviously, we want people to come to the experts for their information. Now, where should they go?
We have a great new website that we have launched. That's a great place. It actually has a hot sheet of brand new listings down at the bottom.
Every day.
Yep, every day. And you can set up custom searches and things like that. And that website is?
It's www.sarconeteam.com, sarconeteam.com. And we did just update that. So if you haven't visited for a while, you might go back and look. It's really user-friendly and visually appealing as well.
Yeah.
The other resource that we do have our mobile apps that we can get the link out for you. That's very easy to download as well. And as you're driving down the street, you can see accurate information on what's for sale, what's active, what's pending in the market, all of that.
Yeah. And another great source then, especially for that buyer side, if you're really looking for properties, first of all, I do 30-minute buyer consultations so that we know exactly how the process works and what property really is best going to suit you, I take that information from the multiple listing service. So what's cool about that is when we have a property that matches a buyer's criteria, we both get notified about it right away. We're not waiting 3 days for it to appear on a website that, again, a lot of times is just inaccurate.
Yep, perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks so much for watching. Again, we appreciate your referrals and all your business in 2016. And we look forward to helping you in 2017. As always, feel free to email us or give us a call. Thanks so much for watching.